Right, good evening everybody. Let's start a game of March of the Eagles. Now, I'm not going to play as Spain. What I kind of decided from yesterday is the longer you can avoid playing as the coalitions, the sort of more control you have. So as Spain, you're part of France's coalition, which means any wars you end up in, you have no control over the victory terms. So I could have conquered all of Portugal and France decides whether I get anything or not, it seems. So I'm going to avoid basically this half of the map. And I think I'm going to give Russia a try to start. Yeah, go away. Okay, Britain formed a coalition against France, and I don't care. So we are at war with Persia, and they want peace already. No, they can bugger off with that idea. So Persia are to the south here, and they're fairly small, and we can go kick their ass because they have some territories we want, no doubt. Let's see, there we go. Sakez, where is that? That is quite near the north. Do they have any others? No, I don't need any of their other territories, but if we didn't take it off them, I'm not going to complain. So what else have we got? The Ottoman Empire, Sweden, one of Austria's. Okay, so the Ottomans are here. What I may do just for territory purposes is take out Moldavia. We have quite a few troops in that region. Let's send them down to that border first. And we got 27k marching in. 16, and then they can come in from the north. They're just holding that border. They're holding these borders. Quite happy with that. Let's I'll leave the Smolensk troops there as like a reinforcement buffer. Okay, this lot. Let's bring these three down. Down to that side of the mountains. So retreat you guys back to there. You come fill in. You can come down as well. It should be enough to beat Persia. Now, recruitment wise, let's get some navy going. Let's see, first rates, second rates, and then we're out of money. So we need to wait to get some more ducats, which is fine. Let's get rid of all these stupid tips. Oops, re-enabled it again. So a good thing about Russia is their starting manpower. As you can see, 160,000 is quite silly. And it's not like they have small armies to start with. They've got troops everywhere. Okay, let's push these smaller armies towards the border as well. We can use them to help fight Moldavia. Okay, we have an idea we can acquire. Let's have a look. So Russian ideas, cavalry cost reduction, monthly war exhaustion, national manpower modifier. Oh yeah, because they already need another 33% manpower. You greedy man person, Russia. Scorched earth, and has supplies during winter. Well, that could screw people over. So shock ideas reduces the guard initiative, which means they assault earlier in the fight. They get to attack first. The lower the initiative score, I think the earlier they attack. I don't think I have many guard units initially, so that may not be something that's worth investing in yet. I will have plenty of infantry, however. So let's give Fire Ideas 1 the points. Yes, we know the country's at war. Okay, let's unpause and let the armies march forth. Put the speed up a bit. Start getting these troops into position. So we're forming up on the Moldavian border. Quite a big force. They're quite a small nation. I should be able to just annex them straight off. Persia, however, I think is too big to annex. I think they have to be under 50 provinces. So I'm probably going to have to just get the war score up and demand these northern towns, and maybe come back for them later. Actually, let's keep you there, because that's a town, isn't it? Just try and march to them as quickly as possible. What's down here? Spain have sent Piedmont an insult. Okay. You have a stupid name, or something to that effect. Right, now my armies look to be ready over here. I could probably go in. Let's have a look at what their generals look like. Okay, let's put some others on these flanks. Probably not some of the better ones. I'd rather keep those for Persia. Cavalry. Centre has none. We'll give it some, just to give it flexibility. And these guys. And then this one. So that's the army ready to go into Moldavia. So let's go to diplomacy, which is that one, I think. Ah, we can't declare war. Why not? What's our thoughts towards them? Fairly high for some reason. Send an insult. I guess that's all we can do. Probably find we're too close to them in positive relation. So that uses up one of my diplomats. Okay, down here. Troops are starting to come together, that's good. These guys have got a long way to march, unfortunately. So we're going to play defensive, because they can come from sort of a couple of directions. I don't want to go marching off and leave this whole territory exposed, especially when there they come. You get down here. Okay, let's group those up. They got some quite considerable numbers down here. You the best guy for the job? Yep. What we got in reserve? We've got a whole flank that's just cannon, really? And Great Britain wants to invite us to a coalition. No. I'm not getting involved in your wars. I'm in one of my own at the moment and looking to start another of my own. Okay, have they got a connecting province? No, not yet. Let's meet up at that town there. Merge them. What have we got? Light infantry. Opal Cheney. Oh, gotta love the Opal Cheney. stack those two. You come along this way. Box them in. Right. Let's sort out this army first. So, don't need 2 sets of cannon in there. What have they got? Light infantry? It's regular artillery. Yeah, let's give them the middle. They got one of everything, apart from guards. Okay, just wait for them. May as well go in combined. Okay, we're not taking any losses. I think these guys are. Okay, let's see if they'll... Okay, we've got one of them to stop. And then he's marching in on him. Go on, jump him. Hit that army from multiple sides. What are they made up of? Does it tell me? 10,000 infantry. Because I've got a mixed unit. Wonder what the quality of their troops is. Let's march out and see if they'll engage. Let's slow this down a little bit. So we can see we've broken their centre. They're now in the infantry phase and we're trashing their flanks, and reinforcements just showed up as well. And beating my right. Although the rest just saved them, so that's all good. So we lost 8,000, they lost 12. And they'll be in retreat with low morale now. So we can start reclaiming the territory they took. Keep them together. No, he's retreating. Let's try and head him off. So we should catch this army. Or not. They've managed to evade, it seems. Reclaim my territory back. Okay, so we're in battle down here. How's it going? We've got a logistics modifier, and they've got a massive negative bonus for crossing a river. So they should go in my favour. It looks like we're breaking their left there with a raid. Broken their right as well. Crushing their centre. So 1,200 for 5,400. They're getting a lot of idea points for these battles that they're losing, which is kind of the way the system is designed to work. So the army does have to siege to capture towns. These are just sort of... I mean, it's the middle of Russia and the middle of Persia. There aren't that many towns, you know, these are just big sort of tracts of land. So that's why these are just sort of changing colour rapidly as people march into them. You'll start seeing sieges in a minute when I get down to Erevan and Sakez, or however those are pronounced. I don't even remotely begin to think I'm pronouncing them correctly. Okay, capture that one, and head this way. You keep chasing this guy, we're capturing territory the whole way, so it's all good. Into Jalalabad. One of the few areas in this region I've actually heard of before. Okay, let's just pause it a moment and go see if I can do anything over here yet, or whether I still can't declare war. Where was it? There. So I'm not sure what we have to do to actually declare war on these guys. Doesn't say. Information about them. Send them an insult again, I guess. Can we just march into their territory? No. So we can't march into the territory and we can't declare war on them. Gotta love it when game mechanics aren't even remotely explained. Okay, so we're moving in to siege this town. Some people are disliking this game in the chat because, well, it's not Total War, I'm guessing is their one and only excuse. But not everybody likes just looking at pretty figures that run up and get slaughtered in a completely unrealistic way. But never mind. You're never going to please everyone. People have games they like and games they don't. Okay, so we've had a peace offer from Persia. They want white peace. No. Just because you can see I'm marching into your territory and about to slaughter everything you own. So we've got them under attrition levels. We can probably assault that. I know we haven't got enough. I forgot that wasn't the bigger army. If I sent these guys over, we could probably assault it. For now, we'll just leave them suffering attrition, I think. They got a supply depot there, so it's not going to be great, but... Alright, try and jump them before they reinforce, and you come try and take the town. Which they may well retreat into. There we go, they're running away. Breton, stop asking me to join your coalition, I don't want to. Aha. Okay, so this one we should win easily. This one I'm not so sure about because he's got friends coming. We're assaulting across a river. So, as soon as that's over, we're going to want to move them in. Okay, so we lost 98 and they lost 1,672. That seems a little extreme. But I guess I do have artillery. They could quite easily have just stood there and took a pounding. Okay, march in there. That may stop them coming in. It doesn't look like it's going to. We did win anyway, although the losses are a bit more balanced. Yes, Anthony, some people might not be interested in looking at a map and working out how to conquer it, but that doesn't mean they go around telling other people their games are shit and that they shouldn't be playing them. There's a slight difference in what you like and forcing your opinions on others. But never mind. Okay, we can probably assault that down, but I'd rather wait and see where these troops are going first. There we go. They come out to fight. So if we wait for them to leave, these numbers should drop and we should be able to siege this a little better. Let's actually assault it. See, they're down to 940 now. You have a high chance of winning this assault. No shit. 31,000 troops sat outside some walls. Okay, so we just conquered that. Okay, so let's give chase. What's our war score at? 15%. What I might do is drop a unit off the back. Where is it? Create new unit. What are they? Want a small unit of cavalry. 555 they will do. Right, you guys run around these territories and capture them all. I think that should boost my war score up, and I can afford to have 500 cavalry detached from the rest of them. Alright, let's do a combined assault on this army here, try and take it down a bit. And I'll probably send one back up that way to siege that and bring that out. Ah, we've won the siege. Lost 33 days and they succumbed to hunger and disease. So it seems we don't have to siege, send an army back up that way. Let's just do a similar trick and drop a small unit out. Have them go back and capture that province while these march forwards. Now this is going to be a river crossing assault if we get there, but we do outnumber them. We've probably got better quality troops as well. There we go, the first army's engaged. And in comes the second army. So we've broken that flank, broken their centre, and that's probably a good thing because the right wasn't looking too healthy there. Yeah, he ordered a cavalry charge onto my right flank. Should be why they were suffering. So let's go for Tabriz. Yep, people are asking about supplies. As you can see up here, the supply is becoming a problem. I've got 5% attrition because these territories are they're providing 8k, so they could support 8,000 troops, and I've got 25 sat in there. These guys have some wagons with some supplies on, but it's not enough. You know, they've been in enemy territory for too long. But you just have to suffer the attrition and push forwards. Okay, seems one of these armies moves a bit quicker than the other one. Right, and in terms of the assault, we should win that. They've got 1,000 troops. Get them while their morale's low. Oh, they did turn a flank of mine. Oh dear, that's not gone well. Defeat. They've got a good general in there with some decent troops, it seems. Let's get the reinforcements in here. Okay, now they assaulted out that time. That one went better for me, because they didn't have their walls to hide behind. And now they're retreating away. Let's merge these two in. What we got? Okay. If we wait for them to march off. Right, let's go check this province up here again now. Where's it gone? Can we go to war with these guys yet? No. Stop benefiting with them and start going to war with them. Never mind, seems we can't do that. Can we go to war with them? No. Can we go to war with them? Ah, we can declare war on the Ottomans. No real surprise there. Why is that? Pass? No idea. Apparently they're under the Ottomans, someone is saying. I don't see how is there an independent nation. Unless they're protected somehow. Okay, that's why. Someone spotted that. It's a satellite of the Ottomans. Got it. So it's probably still a good thing we've got our troops there, because if we do attack the Ottoman Empire, we're going to have to come through there. So these guys are satellite as well? Yep. Okay, so I'm going to need a lot more troops down here if I go to war with the Ottomans. Let's start the march. Whoops, need to actually, highlight the troops. There we go. You lot get down here somewhere. I'll probably bring you across as well. So we won't do that one yet because obviously we're still at war with Persia, but future. How are things looking here? Need more men. I think it's because the morale of those troops is so low. Okay, let's try it now, shall we? There we go. So, if we go to peace with the Persians, we can demand tribute, and I want Sakers and What's the war score? War score's 48. So if I demand there as well, that's a peace offer value of 41. And Tobias is probably too much. Yeah, that's 69. So if we then bump up the money, so they're paying reparations. So it's a peace value of 47, a war score of 48. They should accept that. So I would gain this northern part, which includes the victory location that I actually want, which is the reason I went to war with them to start with. So they would then go down to, what's that, 2 provinces? Cities, sorry. And they would also go into the sub 50 number, so I could annex them if I went to war with them again later and just finish them off. So we will send that. And there we go, they've accepted. So the borders have been redrawn. We can pull all of our troops back that way. And let them recuperate in Erevan. Because that's the Ottomans right there. We're going to need a lot more men down that region. So we're in a truce with them until 1806. So this time next year. Year truce. So let's get these cities building some more troops then. What are we short of actually? Let's have a look. No, that's the single cavalry unit, isn't it? Let's have a look in the big army. Okay, so we've got plenty of cavalry. Militia, light. Seems to be line infantry we're a bit short on. We've only got about 5,000 of them. We've got no guards at all. So if I recruit some guard units, maybe a bit more light infantry. So let's have you recruit, and where are the guards? Guard brigade. You can do a grenadier brigade. Where are the Jaegers? Let's do a Jaegers in there. You can do some regular infantry. They can't recruit anything yet. And then let's set up a depot right on their border. I think it's depot I want. So let's have a look. Someone wants political map mode, there you go. So you can see all the colour schemes. So we got Sweden to the north who could come and attack. I've got a few fortresses up here to sort of buffer them for a while, but actually let's send them round to Viborg. Bring them up. Prussia on the west. We've got quite a large army stationed on the border there, although they look to be moving away. So as we go to war with the Ottomans, I think we will do an assault through Moldavia and try to sort of take some of this region. We'll probably push back this sliver they've got here and try to make this more a rounded cut-off defence. So we try and take Kars and Batum. however you pronounce that one. I'm not even going to try. Just squeeze them back a bit. Let's see, where are the objectives I've got for them? Yeah, so there, there, up there. So those are the 3 I have to take from them. Someone's saying, take an alliance with Georgia so they don't wreck my flank. There is no Georgia. Okay, let's have a look. So yeah, we can't... There is no form an alliance. You have to be part of the coalition, I think. Although they are attacking the Ottomans. So it may be a good time to actually go and fight the Ottomans, but... How are my ships doing? I'm sure I told some ships to build. 53 days. And they can join the navy that's out here. Where are you going? You're going all the way down there as well. Same for you, same for you. Yep, so we'll wait for them to show up. What's Sweden up to at the moment? Let's have a look at their diplomacy. So they're at war with Prussia, Denmark, Mecklenburg and Saxony. So they're quite busy. So the supply limit in here is 81,000, so we got more than enough going on there to support them. That's an Ottoman army marching this way. Let's actually move these into the positions I want them. I want him to sort of blitz there, maybe. Take that town. Let's go have a look at the navy power that the Ottomans have got. I'm not seeing too much. What's going on up here? Looks like Austria are pushing in. If we start seeing territories around here changing, I'm going to rush it because I need to get, I think it was Bender. Bender, Silestra and Batum, which was down there. So actually we want you all the way down here somewhere. You hovering around the middle. Ooh. You all the way down there. These troops are so far away. Walk faster, damn it. How long do my boats already? 25 days. Britain wants a coalition. Who are they with at the moment? So So enemies with France, Spain, Denmark, Netherlands, Switzerland, Italy, Tuscany, Papacy, Tripolitania, Tunisia. They're allied with Sicily and Portugal. No. Surprisingly enough, Britain. Just no. Get some more friends. Ah, they're building a boat in there. Okay. There's garrisons? Oh. We will steal the garrisons. They can stay because they're actually on the ocean. So we're just waiting for troops to get into position. A couple of ships to build, and then we will declare war on the Ottomans and see where that takes us. Astia has a question, I think. What is that tiny Russian thingy below Austria? I have no idea what he's on about. You might mean these, which are just captured provinces, but they're nothing to do with me, it's just other people in them. Never mind, we'll unpause and continue. Oh, okay. He means here. Apparently we own whatever that place is called. Corfu. We own Corfu. Okay, there's an Ottoman navy. Let's go have a little scout around, see if we can find any more. If that's all they've got, we're good, because I can probably trounce that. Aha, ship constructed. There they are. Okay, we're not quite ready yet. Men are still getting into the area. Alright, let's build some more boats. What we got? Second rate. Frigate. I'll do another frigate. Okay, once the infantry gets where I want them, we will begin this assault. I'm pretty much expecting this to go badly, I must admit. All these units, these were the guard, not the guards, the Jaegers, I think. Okay, let's get a few more recruits going. Cavalry. Hussars. Another unit of guards. Unit of infantry. Unit of infantry. Unit of infantry. The main problem I've got here is I don't know what I'm up against, which is never a good strategy to be going in with. Where did that navy go? Track them down, up there. Okay, they do have a port they can dive into. But we can blockade them in there if they do. It looks like Austria's hitting them from the side. Ottoman Empire is also fighting the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, let's declare war. So, step 1, go. Go. Head for Ishmael. You head for there. You run up and capture that and that. You run in and capture there. You go there, there and there. We'll see what pops up. Down this side, you three head for there. You march for Batum. Same for you. Go for cars. Let's bring out this navy. Actually, no, I'd rather not lose a first rate just as a scout. Okay, overall it looks like it should go well. We've got a naval battle engagement down here. So we have 5 ships of the line and a light ship against 2 ships of the line and a light ship. We've got much better positioning. So it's one of those down, 2 of those down, and the last one. So they lost 2 and they're now running. And we got that blockaded. Meanwhile over here, we're rushing for the town here. You come down this way, march along. Okay, looks like it's working so far. How's there looking? You've got 2,000 troops inside. We'd probably fail to take it because it's a level 1 fortress, but we are starving them out at 5%. Can probably split a lot of that force off. So let's leave them with the artillery. couple of units of infantry, a unit of light infantry. Actually, we will leave them a cavalry brigade. Okay, who are this lot? If we do that, these guys can continue marching around to capture stuff. How are you lot doing in here? Fair chance of winning that assault. They've got some generals. What's their makeup? Let's put everything in. Bender's one of our target provinces. Okay, fair chance of winning. Let's give it a try. Finished off the Ottoman army. They've fled into the port. It looks like we've got this place. So that's another victory condition. Okay, march on their capital. Nah. Austria are trying to beat me to it. Get in there quick. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Maybe. Yes, we got there first. We're in command of the siege. Screw you, Austria. Screw you. Right. Let's send them in, them in, them in. These guys are going to get into a scrap here. It's only enemy infantry though, and they've got infantry and cavalry, so they should do fine. Okay, we have a massive assault force here. Let's force the Austrians to help me, because they're still on their territory. That worked. Okay, everywhere else seems to be going to plan. How's the assault here looking? Pretty good. Tiny army is tiny. Got it. Okay, where else was I trying to capture? The only thing they've got left that I need is Silistra, which is further down here. So all I'm after now is war score. So head to Trabzon. Head to Erzurum. New march around, capturing everything. Things up here. Let's go jump on Galataz, because if they're not going to siege it, I might take over. He's leaving the province. Go on, leave. Leave Austria. Leave. We need to get down there. Get down to Silistra quickly. Screw Ismail. I'll leave them there just as a buffer force. Claim it for me. Victory at that battle. Nice. Oh, hold position. That's a large Ottoman force. The Austrians are running. Nope, we're fighting them. Me and the Austrians are both involved in this. And we got them. A lot of them. Holy crap. 546 for 10,000. Something wrong there. These are the slowest marches in history or something. The rest of my armies are blitzing around the map compared to this lot. Okay, we won that battle and they're retreating that way, so go chase them. You come in and sit on the city. Please capture from the rear. How's this going? 5%. Victory over here. Where was that? Just there, I'm guessing. Let's select the small army and send it down. How's that going? The fortress has sustained a fair amount of damage. The garrison lacks supplies. Okay, let's bring out my first rates. Where are you? Okay, you come blockade there. We'll split off a second rate as well, I think. And then we'll send the rest down to blockade this next one. Or actually, he may just be able to come over and blockade it himself. Okay, somebody wants a map overview, so let's have a look, shall we? So Sweden and Denmark. By the way the A's cut off in Denmark, I'd say those two are going at it, looks like it. Great Britain doesn't look like it has any territories on the continent. They still hold Gibraltar. France have taken some bits of Portugal. Tunisia's fighting with Britain by the look of that. Sicily's being conquered by the French. Looks like all the little German states are mostly still in existence. Ooh, what's going on there? Britain is attacking Tripolitania. So it seems Britain's focusing along northern Africa. What's going on here? Can we assault them? You have a high chance of winning. Do it. How's this one? You have a high chance of winning. Do it. And this one, you have a fair chance of winning. Do it. Your ports are blockaded by a transport. Come kill it, please. You march along one. Okay, victories all round by the look of it. These guys are still fighting, and there's that victory. So the war score is now at 10%. So march to there, there and there. You head down. You head down to Van. You follow up. Let's split out a couple of these. Shall we create a new unit? Send you, and you. Down to blockade there. Starve them out a bit. How are things up here? Next event in 3 days. 2 days. Cool. Great Britain have framed us for planning a coup in France. France is very upset with us. Our relations are now minus 48. Damn you, Britain. You still not fought them yet. Hurry up. Okay, where were you guys going? It's gone on march along the coast and then come into Savas. Units are out of supply. Damn. Not much I can do about it either. Okay. Let's see what I could get. Can I talk to Moldavia? No. I have to talk to the Ottomans. What can I get from them? I want that one. That's 15. What have we? We've got a war score of 11. So they won't even give me one province. Apparently I need to beat the crap out of them some more. Why? Somehow they managed to dodge. The wall is breached. Get them, boys. Into the breach. That lets me bring up troops. Okay, relation to our two nations has strengthened. It's only minus 48 now. Okay. Good job, I think. We have a fair chance of winning that assault. Do it. Risk it. Come on, beat them, beat them. No, it's not looking good. Oh no, reinforcements just showed up. Damn Ottomans. Why did they go straight to the garrison? If I'm sieging them, they would show up from behind, not magically appear behind the walls. Ah, fine. Dodgy game is dodgy. Okay, now we're fighting them in the field. Have we beaten them? We've beaten them. So if I can get some more troops down there to strengthen that, we'll take that. Meanwhile, around here, we're getting there slowly. Alright, let's merge them. Nope, they still can't assault. Even those reinforcements, really? Okay, the fortress has light damage. What I may as well do is detach some troops to sit outside it with all the artillery. And send the rest to help that one. See if we can't break that one down. Okay, 974. That would fail. What's our war score? 9%. Against the Ottomans themselves. Okay, let's break him down. There we go. That's that town captured. On to the next one. Actually, no, let's shore this up a bit. Okay, have they got enough to assault? Yes, very high chance of winning. So that should be there, polished off. Good. Then we can marshal back to Ishmael and hopefully capture that. So it's just slowly marching across all of their territory, it seems, is going to be the thing. Or getting enough hurt on the Ottomans themselves that I can claim the bits I want off of them. Can win that assault. I should hope so with that many troops. There we go. So yeah, all these Ottoman towns we take are slowly pushing up our war score nicely. So we just need to focus on these a little bit. Let's head back this way. Try and cut that army off. Going to there. Looks like they're still marching that way. Okay, how are things up here? Garrison lacks supplies. The fortress has sustained a fair amount of damage. And in this one? The same. So we're getting those slowly. Okay, let's unite these armies. Do we have enough to assault? Let's see. Sustained a fair amount of damage. Lack of supplies? No. I'll have to wait for a breach in that one. Let's have a look at the map. So, not too much is happening. Who are France fighting? Let's have a look at their diplomacy. So, Britain, Sicily, Piedmont. So you'll probably find France can't do much naval-wise. So they're kind of just stuck. How many idea points have I got? Ooh, not quite enough. We're getting close. Okay. Oh, we got a fight going on. The Army of the Baltic. Line infantry on line infantry. And we crushed them. Okay, come back and take there. We can start pushing in on more of these Ottoman towns. Next event in 6 days. Need to hurry up and get this so I can bring some reinforcements down. Let's get some recruitment up in this region done. Guards. Line. Oh, that was garrison. No, cancel those. Jaegers, Grenadiers, and some cavalry. Okay, guard unit created. Come this way, and we can get an idea. Okay, infantry initiative 2 or economic interest, meh. National tax, now that would be useful. Build cost. Then production, ship costs, ship construction, global ship repairs, or ship stuff. Command, diplomatic, monthly diplomats. I'm going to reduce land attrition by 10%. Should keep my armies in the fight longer. Okay, up here, how's this town doing? Still going. What Austria are up to? Not really sure. We've won. The siege lasted 50 days before they succumbed to disease. Where's that? Down there. You chase that army. You guys head down this way. Now, Mosul. Let's sort that. Okay, let's do a sue for peace thing and see how much war score I need to get the towns I need. So I want Bender. What's the other ones? Batum. And I don't think I've captured the third one yet. No, I need Silistra. So we're looking at 17. So I currently have enough for those two. So I'm not too far off being able to win this and get what I want out of it. Let's give these generals. You go fight him. You head to the town. Okay, siege in there is over. We've one in there as well. Killed that ship, which means that's done. So come across and see, not siege, blockade. The wall is breached. We have a high chance of winning. Go! Got it. Right, head on down. Let's assault that one. Alright, let's detach one unit of cavalry. Which one's the weakest? 847. Over those 847s. You. Okay, you head down that way. You run around back here. Actually go there, 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 and there. That's the most efficient route. And then come across to that one and that one and that one. Batman here in the middle. People in chat are rabbiting about quite heavily. There's clearly the Batman province. Right. For the most part, we're doing good. Oh, we're just bashing that navy. That's them gone as... I know they've still alive. Where are you running? That way. No, not running at all. Go bash them some more then. Seriously? Still there? This frigate squadron keeps getting away. Siege of Silistra. So I don't even need to use that massive set of forces. Okay, so the provinces I want are Silistra, Batum and Bender. Oops. Sue for peace. Demand tribute. Batum, Bender, Silistra. Now they want 27 for that, and we have a war score of 22. So we need to bash them a bit more first. I can't remember what number I just said already. Someone tell me what number I said. I think it was 27. Okay, that's them down. So we're slowly at 24%. Let's head over here. Rich vein of Ottoman cities. Fair chance of assault. Fair chance is good chance. Let's go. They tell us Louis Bonaparte, King of Holland. 26%. Let's march across another one. Your ports are blockaded. I think not. And that's another victory. Right, we're at that magical 27%, so let's give this a try. Demand tributes. That. No, that's not it. Batum, that one, and that one. Give me those. They've accepted our generous offer. The war is over. Everyone can go home. And by home, we mean Sweden. So if we have a look at our overview here, Sweden own 2 of the provinces we need, Austria owns 1, and who's that? Prussia own another. But on that note, guys, I'm going to bring this game of March of the Eagles to a close. And what's the time? I may go play some War Thunder, but I do need to make a phone call, so I'm going to go AFK for a moment and get a drink and all that sort of stuff. So, thanks for watching this part of the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're not sticking around for War Thunder, I'll see you next time.